If you're serious about leveling up your life, you don't need a lucky break. You need better habits, better skills, and better decisions. Today, we're breaking down 24 powerful investments you can make in yourself, investments that compound over time and separate average lives from extraordinary ones. These aren't trends, these are long-term upgrades. Let's get into it. Number 1. Read for growth. Developing a reading habit is one of the highest leverage investments you can make. Reading compresses decades of someone else's experience into a few hours. You get access to mistakes you didn't have to make and lessons you didn't have to pay for. The key is simple. Read what you love until you love to read. Don't start with what sounds impressive. Start with what keeps you turning pages. Fiction, biographies, business, psychology, sci-fi, it doesn't matter. Momentum matters more than genre. Once reading becomes automatic, your brain changes. You think more clearly, you articulate better, you develop patience, you increase focus span. Over time, books expose you to perspectives that challenge your assumptions and refine your thinking. 10 pages a day is 3,650 pages a year. That's roughly 12 to 15 books annually. Over 10 years, that's a private education. Number 2, find a mentor. A mentor shortens your learning curve dramatically. Instead of figuring everything out through trial and error, you gain insight from someone who has already walked the path. A good mentor doesn't give you answers, they give you better questions. They see blind spots you can't. They provide perspective outside your emotional state. When you're discouraged, they normalize the struggle. When you're overconfident, they ground you. You don't need a famous CEO. You need someone slightly ahead of you, willing to share honestly. Reach out respectfully. Ask specific questions. Show that you value their time. The right mentor can save you years of wandering. Number 3, talk to people with different ideologies. Most people live inside ideological bubbles. Their feeds, friends, and news sources all reinforce what they already believe. Actively seek conversations with people who think differently. Not to win debates, not to prove them wrong, but to understand. Exposure to different ideologies forces you to articulate your beliefs clearly. It strengthens critical thinking. It reduces emotional reactivity, and it makes you more adaptable in diverse environments. Growth happens at the edge of discomfort. Intellectual discomfort is one of the healthiest forms available. 4. Invest in quality friendships. Your network is your safety net. Quality friendships provide emotional support, opportunities, accountability, and perspective. They influence your habits more than you realize. If you surround yourself with disciplined, ambitious, and kind people, you naturally rise. If you surround yourself with negativity and stagnation, you normalize it. Invest in friendships intentionally. Show up, be reliable, celebrate wins, offer help without keeping score. Over time, your network becomes a powerful form of insurance, professionally and personally. Number 5, travel far. Traveling to distant or culturally different places expands your worldview. When you step outside your familiar environment, your assumptions get challenged. You realize your normal isn't universal. Travel builds humility. It reduces self-centeredness. It makes you more adaptable. It teaches you to navigate uncertainty. Even if you can't travel internationally, explore unfamiliar environments, different cities, different communities, different cultures. Exposure rewires perspective. Number 6, courses to build skills. Skills are permanent upgrades. When you learn coding, writing, marketing, negotiation, or public speaking, no one can take that from you. Courses, especially structured ones, accelerate skill acquisition. Instead of random trial and error, you follow a roadmap. Each new skill expands your potential outcomes. You increase earning capacity. You increase creative ability. You increase independence. Think of skills as tools. The more tools you have, the more problems you can solve.
Number 7.
Master your goals. Most people have wishes, not goals. A goal needs clarity, timeline, and measurable milestones. Learning structured goal setting through books, programs, or coaching helps you reverse engineer outcomes. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," you define what success means and break it into actionable steps. Clear goals create focus. Focus creates momentum. Momentum builds confidence. Mastering goal execution turns dreams into projects. 8. Learn how to learn. This is meta growth. When you understand how memory works, how focus works, and how spaced repetition improves retention, you upgrade every future learning experience. Learning how to learn includes eliminating distractions, using active recall instead of passive review, breaking information into chunks, teaching concepts back to yourself. The faster you learn, the faster you evolve. 9. Practice meditation. Meditation strengthens attention. In a distracted world, attention is a superpower. When you meditate, you observe your thoughts instead of being controlled by them. You increase emotional regulation. You improve patience. You reduce stress reactivity. It doesn't require hours. 10 minutes daily builds awareness. Over time, meditation improves clarity in decision-making and deepens introspection. 10. Understand financial technologies. Modern finance is shifting rapidly. Understanding how Bitcoin, blockchain, digital payments, and decentralized finance work isn't about speculation, it's about literacy. Financial technology is reshaping ownership, banking, and global transactions. Knowing the basics protects you from ignorance and scams while positioning you for opportunity. Financial ignorance is expensive. Financial awareness is empowering. 11. Learn about nutrition. Your brain runs on what you feed it. Understanding macronutrients, micronutrients, blood sugar stability, and hydration directly impacts focus, energy, and mood. Nutrition isn't about extreme diets, it's about sustainable fueling. When you treat food as performance fuel, you notice fewer energy crashes, improved cognitive clarity, better emotional stability. Health compounds just like wealth. 12. Prioritize sleep and recovery. Sleep is not laziness, it's neurological maintenance. Running on fumes reduces decision quality, memory retention, and emotional control. Deep sleep repairs the body. REM sleep organizes memory and learning. When you shift from chronic sleep deprivation to consistent recovery, productivity increases dramatically. 8 hours isn't indulgence, it's strategy. 13. Practice selling something. Selling teaches persuasion, empathy, and clarity. When you attempt to sell a product or service, you must understand human psychology. You must communicate value clearly. You must handle objections. Selling forces growth in communication, confidence, emotional intelligence, and resilience. Even if you never become a salesperson, you are always selling your ideas, your skills, your value. 14. Optimize your immediate environment. Your physical space affects your mental state. Clutter increases cognitive load. Clean environments improve focus. Organize your workspace, improve lighting, remove distractions, simplify layouts. When your environment supports productivity, discipline requires less effort. External order supports internal clarity. 15. Teach others. If you truly want to understand something, teach it. Teaching forces simplification. You must break down complex ideas into digestible pieces. This process exposes gaps in your understanding. It strengthens memory retention. It builds communication skills. Start small. Share insights online. Help a friend. Mentor someone junior. Knowledge multiplies when shared. 16. Build a separate income stream. Relying on a single income source increases vulnerability. A second income stream, investments, online business, digital products, freelancing, provides security and flexibility. The goal isn't immediate wealth, it's optionality. When money works independently of your time, you reduce pressure, you increase freedom, you gain negotiating power. Financial leverage changes decision-making confidence. 17. Clean up your digital image. Your online presence is your modern resume. Recruiters, collaborators, and clients search your name. What they find matters. Audit your social media. Remove content that misrepresents you. Update LinkedIn. Showcase projects and achievements. A clean digital image expands access to opportunities. In a connected world, perception influences possibility. 18. Improve fitness and grooming. Physical care influences psychological state. Regular exercise improves mood, cognitive performance, and stress management. Grooming and hygiene affect confidence and social perception. Small upgrades, better posture, well-fitted clothes, consistent skin care create a snowball effect. When you look put together, you behave more intentionally. Others respond differently. Opportunities open subtly. Self-respect signals outward. 19. Expose yourself to art and creative ideas. Creativity is a cross-disciplinary advantage. Engaging with art, design, music, or architecture trains your brain to connect ideas differently. Creative exposure improves problem solving. It enhances empathy. It broadens emotional range. Innovation often comes from combining unrelated fields. Art builds that mental flexibility. 20. Learn a new language. Learning a language restructures your brain. It improves memory, cognitive flexibility, and cultural empathy. Beyond brain benefits, language provides marketplace value. It opens career paths. It deepens travel experiences. It expands global connections. Every new language is access to a new world. 21. Upgrade your tools and equipment. Better tools increase output quality and efficiency. A faster laptop saves hours. A quality chair protects your back. Professional software improves workflow. Cheap tools often cost more long-term in time and frustration. Invest strategically in equipment that multiplies productivity. 22. Practice introspection. Unresolved issues anchor you to the past. Introspection means examining past mistakes, resentments, insecurities, and patterns, and resolving them intentionally. Journaling helps. Therapy helps. Deep reflection helps. When you release emotional baggage, you free cognitive energy for growth. Inner clarity accelerates outer success.
23.
Stop saying yes to things you don't want to do. People-pleasing leads to resentment and burnout. Learning to say no is an act of self-respect. Boundaries protect time, energy, and mental health. They prevent you from living according to others' expectations. Saying no to distractions allows you to say yes to purpose. Clarity requires courage.
24. Invest time before money. Early in your journey, time is your greatest asset. Use it to build skills, create assets, experiment, and learn. Instead of spending money for convenience, spend time building capability. Eventually, those capabilities generate income. Then you can use money to buy time back through delegation, automation, and investment. Time builds money. Money buys time.
That's the cycle. These 24 investments don't require luck. They require intention. You don't need to implement all of them at once. Start with one, build momentum, then stack another. Self-investment compounds. The earlier you begin, the greater the return. If you found value in this, subscribe for more deep dive breakdowns on personal growth, performance, and long-term success. Your future self is built by what you do today.